Hi everyone, today we are going to be doing a tutorial on mandatory profile using Windows 2000 Server 2008. So what we do first is we go to Start, and in our Start menu we will look for the option Computers. We will go to Computer, and in Computer we will go to our F drive. We'll open our drive, and in this drive we will right click and create a new folder. So we go new and folder, and we have to give this folder a name. So we're going to name this new folder Profile Mandatory. Great. Now we will right click on this newly created folder. So we click on it as highlighted, and we will right click on the folder, and we will go to properties. Next, we want to go to the sharing. We will go to advanced sharing, and we are going to share this folder, and as you can see the folder name has been automatically entered. So we will click apply. Right, we go to permissions, and we will allow, well, first we will click remove, and then we will go to add. Next we're going to type in here authenticated users, check name. Great, so you click OK. But first we'll write, so we'll put in the domain and go check users, and we'll select domain admin and go OK, and OK, and we're going to allow full control for, and OK. Okay, next we'll go to Start and Administrative Tools, and we'll go to Active Directory Users and Computers. Go to Users and create a new user. So we're going to create this new user. We're going to give this user a name of mandatory 1, password, great. Now what we'll do, we'll open this user, and we'll go to the members tab. Go to the member tab, and we're going to go add, and we will type here administrator, check names, great, OK, So we'll close all of these windows now, and we will log off of the server machine. Log back in on our server machine, but not as the administrator. We will log in as mandatory one. So you go other users and we put in mandatory one credentials and log in for the account to be created. Okay, now we have successfully logged in as mandatory one, so therefore our user account has been created. So now what we'll do is we'll simply log back off of the server machine, log off of that account, mandatory account, and we will now log back in as an administrator. Okay, now that we have logged in as an administrator, what we will do, we will go to libraries. So we just wait for this to come up. Finish loading. We will close this. And we go to libraries. And we will go to organize. And we will go to folders and search options and view and show hidden. Apply and OK. Okay, we will now go to our C drive and we will go to users. We will right click on our mandatory one profile and we'll copy this folder and we'll now paste this folder in our F drive. So we'll go to our F drive and we'll go into our profile mandatory folder that we created earlier. And we will now paste this folder. We will then right click on that folder and rename. So you go right click and rename. And we're going to give it an extension of .v2. Okay, now we will run reget, R-E-G-E-D-I-T, and we will run. Okay, we will go to File, and we will go to Local Hive. Okay, first let's go back to our v2 folder, and we'll open that folder. And in that folder, you're going to see a file called ntuser.dat. We're going to open that file and we're going to give this file a key name, and we're going to give that name is mandatory. Right, so the key name is mandatory. And press OK. Right, now on the mandatory folder, we will right click on that folder and we go to permissions. You go remove. Then we will go add and then we will type authenticated user. We go check name. There we go. Then we go OK. And then we go full control. So we're giving the user full control. Then we go apply. We go apply. We say yes. And then we'll hit OK. Now we'll go to File and we go Unload Hive. And we go yes. Now we'll go back to that V2 folder, the mandatory.v2. And we're going to look for that empty user file. And we're going to right click and rename this file. So instead of having NDAT, we're going to put the term mandatory. So you're going to put MAN. Go yes. We go yes. Right. Now all these other files is not really necessary now, so we will delete all of these here. So now what we will do is right click on our profile mandatory folder and we will go to properties, and in our properties we will go to security and then we will go to advanced. In advanced we will go to change permissions. Okay, and here now we will uncheck include inheritance and we will go add. We will now go to administrators and we'll go to edit. Next we'll go to add and then we will type domain. Go check. We will select domain admin and go OK. And we'll go OK here. Now we will give full control and apply. Now we are going to add, and we're going to add the authenticated users. So you check, right, and we'll go OK. Next we go to Start and we're going to go to Administrative Tools. We're going to go to Active Directory Users and Computers. Now we're going to go to Users and we're going to add a user. And we are going to give this user a name and credentials. So now what we'll do, we'll open this user and we'll go to Profile and we will go to the Profile Mandatory folder that we created on the on our F drive. I click on the Profile Mandatory folder and we'll go to Properties and we'll go to the Sharing tab and we're going to copy the path. And we'll go back to our users and we'll open back the user and we'll paste the path name in the profile path. And we are going to press OK and we'll now close this. Okay, so now we will log in to our client machine, our Windows 7 client machine, using Jane Doe credentials. So we'll log in with the username and password for Jane Doe. Okay, so we have successfully logged in as Jane Doe using our Windows 7 client machine. So what we do now, we'll right click and go to personalize. And what we are going to proceed to do is change the wallpaper on this client machine using Jane Doe's account. So we'll close this now and we will log off of the machine. So we'll log off. We will now log back in into the same machine using the same user account, which is Jane Doe. So as you can now see, the settings that was made using the Jane Doe account was automatically removed and the default settings was back. So our mandatory profile work. So this was our video on mandatory profile. Hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching.